Hello students. So today's homework will include this central angle, arc measures, finding arc lengths, and uh, this congruent chords. So I'll be going on with few of the problems from your homework, so that can help you out. So over here it says the measure of the YU. So let's decide what is YU. Okay. So these are Y. This is your Y, and this is Y. So according to the rule that we know property that these endpoints it's in the center, so this angle will be equal to this. So what's that? Let's go for that. So let's see if I erase that and let's see how much it is. So this whole thing is 108, so this is 108 and this guy is 55. So you know this is the diameter, so this whole thing has to be 180. So if you say 180 minus these two, 55, and minus 108, how much you are going to get? You're going to get 17 degrees. So once you calculate, you get this is 17. So the measure of this arc YU should be 17. And then once you talk about XW, what you will find? X and W. That's it. So what it is? There is the angle. So this angle is equal to the degree measure of this arc. So this one has to be equal to what? So you know, up to this, think sometime. This is 180. So whole thing is 180. You know this. So 180 minus this 55 gives you this. So 180 minus 55 gives you how much? 125. So this is 125 degrees. Make sense? And then once you go with this, think about this XVW. So what is that? X, these are X, what is your V? VW. So we come this way. Okay. So this is the thing. All that I need to do is forget about this guy. Okay. XZW. So XW is exactly my XZW. Okay. So again, this is 125. This whole thing is 360. So from 360, if I subtract this part, 125, I get that. So I say 360 degree minus, why it is not writing for 360 degree minus this 125. So what I get? That is, I think 112, 235, 235 degree. Okay. Then VW. Again VW. So if I go for VW, this what is this one? This is the angle. Now what? What you can see? I can directly see that this line is intersecting. So this has to be equal to this. So that has to be 55. Okay. So this 55. Then YWU. So YWU is where? Let's first determine that. Determine that first, then you go for the solution. YWU. YWU. So we go this way. Exactly this way. If you remember, YU 17 I have determined. So from this whole thing 360, okay, from this 360, this green part 17 is gone. So 360 minus 17 gives me that. That should be 343. So 343. That's the way you measure them. That's it. Okay. So watch this video and look for this. And then I intend to solve is number 9 for you. Well, I need to find out the values of this. So first let's decide about x. So what do we find? There are x's, there are x's. So how can we relate them? Okay, so this whole thing is from this to this. This is 9x minus 22. Now what to do? What we can do is like can think about, see, we can work in other ways. What is that? This is this. Okay, so this guy is this guy is equivalent to this. So if we can somehow find out these angles, this angle and this angle, these two values should be equal to these two. Alright, make sense? I mean, let's see what is that. So let's see. We really cannot get any diameter, so what we do is we just subtract these two, the 61 plus 34, these two values from this whole thing is 360 degree. Now be little critical. This part and this part really, this part represent this part represent this. So sum of this to be sum of them. So 5x minus 7 once added up with this, what is that? 9x 9x minus 22. That will give this value, this area, angle, and this angle value. What is that? This. Now, if you think about this, look here. This part and this part can be getting. This green one is whole 3060. From 3060, if we subtract this violet and violet, we get these two. Make sense? So what do we do? 360 minus this is 61 plus this is 34. Okay, so how much do you get? 360 minus 215, 6.9. Okay, so once 95 is gone, 60 is gone, 35, so you get 265 for that. So what you can do is this is 265, right? So once it is 265, then now it's just simple solution. Okay, 5x 9x means 16x, this minus 29, this is 265. So once you shift it here, 16x, because it's a such addition. Okay, addition of this 29 with this 265, 29 makes 294. So divide by 16, divide by 16, get x as 21. Okay, so x is 21. So what we can write, that this x is 21, right? And then what my job? GK. So let's come over here. GK. What is GK? This is G, this is K. Okay, this angle. So plug in the value of x over here. So that should be 9x minus 22. So 9, 21 minus 22. You should be exactly getting 167. So 167 for that. Calculated. Right? Okay. Then let's see what is next. HG. HJ is this one. So what is that? It's simply this. So plug in the value of x, 21 minus 7. What do you getting? Then you get 98. Okay, so this is 98, right? So this is the way you are going to solve. Let's see what else. Let me finish this one since I have touched this one. That is HGJ. So what is HGJ? So H, G, and J. This is the whole thing. This whole thing. So what I need to do? I can do it many ways, but the best way is to, you see, this is the angle created. So this one has to be subtracted to get this one. I need this one. And this one I know this. So what is that? 98. So from 360, because this will represent the whole thing. So whole thing is 360. If I subtract this one, I'm going to get this one. Okay. So 360 minus, that is 98, subtracted. So I get HGJ 92, and then that should be 262 degree. All right. Then I want to see GKJ. So let me see GJ. Where is JJK? So this way. So what is it? Again like that. Okay. I need to get this one. I know this guy. Okay. This guy is JK 167. All right. So if I subtract 167 from 360 degree, like the earlier logic, so I get 201. Sorry, this is 201. Okay, so this is going to be 201. That's it. This will relate these things. And then for the arc length, let's see over here. So what is the formula of the arc length? Let me write that one for you. Length equals to 2 pi r x 360 degree. X is the central angle, and this is the radius. Okay, so let's see what is given. MK, what is MK? M, and where is K? K. The whole diameter is given, is 10. So D equals 2R. So D is 10, is 2R. I can find my R from here. R is 5. Or I could use 2R instead of that, no problem. But it's better universal way to find R. So I got my R is 5. Okay. So in this equation I can put up L equals 2 pi 5. What is missing? X. Okay, find the M length of MKL. So let's see MKL. So I go this way. So I'll have to find out the length of this arc. Remember, don't mix up with degree of arc. Okay, this is the length, so I need to use this one. So I need this central angle. Okay. So what I have over here, I have to think something. This is 90. Okay. If it is 90 and this is 52, I can get this. All right. So why I'm getting? Because I need to get this one. Okay. Or since from this to this, I can set this up to 180 and I get this. I better follow this one. Okay. So for this one, this whole thing is 90. So from 90, 52 is gone. So I'm left with 38. So what does it say? Well, this portion is 38. For MKL, I need this whole thing. Now up to this, there's a diameter, so 180, and this part is 38, so plus 38. So I get 8, 3, 8, 11, 1 remainder, 280. Alright? So once I get 218, so I say 2 pi r 280 divided by 360. Okay, so what I can do is, like, I can say 10, 5 to the 10 pi multiply with 280 divided by 360. I can put it directly in the calculator or work out. So let's say 218, 10 pi and 360. Okay, so I can multiply them together, or I can work just separately. So 218 multiply with 10 pi, oh, 200, 200, 218 multiplied with 10 pi, and that should be divided by 360. Divided by 360. So I have this. Let's see what it comes. 19.02. So I say this guy is 19.02. That's it. And if there is any unit, that's what's given. Meter. So I say this meters is length 1 decimal. That's it. Got it? Should be. Okay. Then let me show you something with the congruency. So these are the formula you see. The corresponding arcs are two chords are congruent if and only corresponding arcs are equal. That means if this is, try to understand, this and this corresponding arcs are equal, then this chord CD and AB will be equal. So AB, CD only if and only arc length measure of AB and CD is equal. Again, they can be congruent, they are equidistant from the center. So from the center, if the distance FE and EG is equal, AB CD is equal if and only if EF equals CD. Okay. The other way is the diameter of radius perpendicular to the chord, then bisects the chord. So this to become a chord, or like this to become a chord. Okay. So EH is on this AB perpendicular. F equals AB. This F and AB equals equal. And measure of AH, again, this arc and this arc will be fine. Okay? So let me go and solve a few of the problems. Let's see if I go for number 7. What it says. This chord is equal to 11x plus 15. FG is called 32x minus 27. Okay. Now you see what are the data given. Data given this distance from the center to this perpendicular, you see, perpendicular distances are equal. So if they're equal, you can see that, all right? And let me show you. You see, these are totally equal. Okay. So if these two are equal, then what we can say based on this, equidistant from the center. So this equidistant from the center. So they're going to be equal. So 11x plus 15 is going to be equal to 32x minus 27. Your equation is formed up. So once you come and solve, find x. What is x? If you solve it, you know how to solve it. X should be equal to 2. Okay, now they ask you to find out DE. So what is DE? So if you look for DE, what do you see? It is given over here. D is 11x. So we got our x as 2. X was 2. So 2 plus 15. Okay? So what do you find? You find that 22 plus 15 gives you 37. So that answer is 37. That's it. Okay? So if we move forward, then I can see in this number 2 that it tells you that again this is also chord and arc, measure of arc JK. So JK, this measure of arc, and measure of arc ML. Okay, they are given like this. Okay, so what is x? You know, if the measure of arcs are equal, then we said the chords are equal. Look at this theorem. Okay, their corresponding arcs are congruent, then AB equals C, and measure of AB is C. That means this measure is, then this and this is equal. So likewise, you can say over here that which one I was doing? Yeah. So we can say that this guy and this guy is equal because they are the arc. Okay, so they are equal. So we can say 7x minus 39 equals 87. So the simple calculation now. So your 7x becomes, you add them 96, 1, 2. Okay? So divide by 7, divide by 7 is divisible by 7. So this is gone. You have it x, and your x is 7. 1 to 7, 5, 8. So 18. Okay, so 18. Should not be telling this degree, so it's 18. Alright, guys. Okay. Then, if I go for number 6, what is there? If D is equals GF, so what is D? D and E is a chord equals GF. So these two chords are equal, so their arc has to be equal. HG, what is H, and uh, J, what is J? HJ. This is the distance from the center. Is this fine? JI, okay? So, if and only if they were equal distance from the center, the chord will be equal. Now there's a chords are equal, so they will be equal. That means HJ has to be equal to JI. Remember that. Remember that formula. Okay, this one. This one. Perpendicular bisects the chords or arcs. And if this is this, or this. Okay. So you guys have to really interpret something by yourself too. Okay, so if we say that this guy, I said HJ is going to be equal to JI. So what is my HJ? 3x plus 20. And what is my JA? 15x minus 64. Now you go and solve for this. What do you find for x? Okay, so we should be ending up with let this 20 be here, 0 be here, 50 be here. So this comes up over here, you get 84, and then this goes there, you get 12x. So divide by 12, divide by 12. So 12 sevens are this, and this x. What they have asked for? They asked for JI. Okay. So now, if you think JI, what is JI? You see over here, JI is this. We got our x as 7. Okay. So now, what you can do is, you can say JI is 15, 7. So this is 7 and minus 64. Okay, we calculate it. We're going to get 41. Okay, 41. That's 41. That's it. So that's it. I hope it helps you, and look at the formulas in a good way. Okay, this and the other thing that I have given you. Work out. Okay. Thank you very much.